Child, this live is all over the place, honey. I just woke up from a nap. I was supposed to go out with my sister for brunch. But I last night, felt like my body was getting tired and I just wanted to just go get my nails and my pedicure done and come back home. I almost rescheduled that, but I didn't. I ended up keeping it, making myself, go out and get that done. And I'm back in the house. So regular scheduled programming starting tomorrow. That's going to be my Monday. We're going to be back on the reporting the circus. I kind of slacked off because I'm doing other things, as you guys know. That's going to take time. And we know we need to also not quit our day job until we find our, second job or new job. Hey, how you doing, sis? Hey, Natanya. Hey, Leslie. So let me go down the list because there's some people that were here a while ago. And they'll be probably coming in. Did you guys get your notification? Because I switched around this live and confused everybody. And then I just said, you know what? The heck with even scheduling it. I rescheduled it by an accident for tomorrow. And then I said, now we're supposed to go live today. And I was under the impression that it was going to be live at 1, but it said another time. I don't know what was on my mind when I scheduled it, but it doesn't matter. I'm here now. So, I just want to know if you guys got your notification before we start. There's a lot of stuff we're going to go over, as you see in the title. Queenopp, hard times, Alvo jail time to VAR. Is you cool? Yeah, is you cool, VAR? Is you cool? That's what I want to know, VAR. We all know who VAR is. Hey, Cutie Pie. Hey, Latina. Hey, Love Erica P. Now, these were the people that were in here early and left comments. I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. Happy Saturday. Good afternoon to you, sis. Leslie, how are you, boo? How are you, sweetie? So, let me just say this to all my mods. I want to say this at the beginning of the video. Please go over to writing subscribers' names down. Don't go over to the post and like the post. Go over to the actual video that's scheduled to go out. And please, and also my supporters too. But my mods are who really hold me down and make the magic happen. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that I know I can count on, because that's why I made the mods to do these things when the others won't, or might forget, or or wouldn't commit the time to do it like my moderators would. I need you guys to go over to the live stream video and put a comment in the live stream chat. Just say, hey, hi, put a number, something. And also hit the like button. Hit the like button and put a comment in the chat box. We know you can't put it in the comment section of that live because it is not live yet. It will come available after the replay. And if you forget to do it, when it's scheduled to go out, after it's done, just put in the comment section of that live, hello, what's up? Put some hearts. You don't even have to say any words, and hit the like button. Thank you. So just going forward, I just want to keep reminding my mods in particular to make sure that you guys at least hit that like button. Also for my supporters too. You might not be coming over to watch the content, to my community. However, you can support me by, a lot of you guys claim you want new content. You're tired of hearing about the circus. So, if you want these demands, then, you got to meet me halfway. And it starts with you at least hitting the like button on these videos. Okay. Well, video lives and stuff that I'm doing. So anyways, getting to the task at hand. I want to talk about Queenopp. I did reach out to her. I don't know how well she's going to receive the message because I tend to rub a lot of social media influencers the wrong way because I don't tell them what they want to hear, tell them what they need to hear. But it was in, you know, it was in a real place that I reached out to her and I talked to her like I would my own sister or my niece or nephew or somebody in my family that I, generally am concerned about or, would want to waste my time, giving advice to. I'm the type of person if I'm looking down on you, I'm gonna be picking you up. I'm not looking down on nobody unless I'm picking them up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is over here. Oh, you just got it. Okay. Just got yours. Okay, you got yours, Felicia? Okay. Just making sure. Hey, Linda. Hello, Latoya. Hey, Tim. Hey, SL. Glad to catch you live. Thank you for coming through. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like. Hey, Crafty Fee. How you doing, sweetie? Hey, Calvin. How you doing? Jasmine, how are you? Free, exactly. Yes, that's why I can't wait to switch the content up. And I'm only speaking to the one percenters. Um, yeah, but that's why I need it's just time. It's just time to switch up this content. It's just too much. I want, like I said, I want a broad, I want a community of all cultures, all walks of life, all nationalities, and I don't want to have the mentality of a community of, primarily my own kind, with the enslaved mentality of pocket watching and not wanting to see somebody grow. They want you to stay stagnant with them. The misery like company crew. I don't really want to deal with that. The next decade of my life I want to try to, because you whatever happens in your life, that is the power of you, whether you fix those changes that you need to make and not complain about it. So I'm doing something about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to be here another year talking about how, oh, I'm not getting support like I should. No one's hitting the like button like they should, and they're doing it on purpose, being haters. I'm not going to be grown, talking to grown people that know right from wrong and what they need to do. That's not doing that. I'm just going to keep it moving. Hey, player, how you doing, sweetie? Jasmine, baby, Bushes. How you doing, sis? So, anyways, I'm gonna play this that Queenopp had put out yesterday. It's unfortunate she's at this point that she has to go out and do this with child. I'm assuming Danny is still working, and like she said, she's taking care of her. So, she can only expect but so much out of Danny. If Danny has to work to be the provider to keep a roof over their head, I guess Queenopp has to get out here and do something. And this is what she did yesterday with Summer, her daughter. But I just don't understand. And this goes for like even people like Shamar. You know what I'm saying? Using that as a good example. Queenopp is monetized, but she's not utilizing that monetization. And she wouldn't have to be putting herself in this situation if she just buckled down. And she's a streamer from Bigo. They have to stream mandatory 3 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I don't think they can get days off. You can get up here on YouTube and talk about nothing. I'm talking about nothing right now, updating you guys about the circus. This is everyday life, nothing to leave to the imagination, nothing that you all haven't seen or heard before. So I don't understand why Queenopp can't get up here and do the same thing as everybody else is, doing. But this is what she had put up here. Matter of fact, before I even start the video, let me see something. Hey Ivan, happy Saturday. Hey Cutie Pie. Hey player, it says this sector has a crab and yes, player. I love when you come in here. It's almost like you're reading my mind. This sector has a crab in the barrel mentality. You always give out free game, even if at odds with someone. Exactly. I'm speechless. Every time I turn around, I read one of your comments, player, and it's like you're reading my mind. It's a lot going on in these red app streets. Good afternoon, SL Davis. Hey, the Green Journey. It is on these YouTube streets. I can't watch her. I don't like her type of content at all. Well, she's not doing anything that you wouldn't like at this particular time. She's trying to be a mother and struggling because she doesn't have a job, or she's burnt a lot of her bridges from her past life, and it looks like she's trying to clean her present life up, and I respect that and do the right thing. So I'm not going to sit there and drag somebody when they're down with that's trying to help themselves. So that's how I look at it with that and on that situation. Hi, SL came to support and hit the like button. Thank you, Gayleen. Thank you so much, sweetie. All right, so let me just play this little clip really quickly.
Don't really have nobody to talk to, so I'm gonna be talking to y'all a lot. They recommended me to go to therapy, but I'm not going to therapy. Let me fix my girl fans. Okay. My girl got her fans on her. She's chilling. I'm out here selling candy, y'all. I sold my first 10. Now I'm about to sell some more.
So the purpose of me showing you that is, I guess she's trying to do what she needs to do, and I'm not knocking her, and let me just say one thing before I get into why I showed you this. Okay. Understand this and understand this clearly. I always say this, put a Y in the chat when you hear me say this. Oh yeah, you say it all the time. Put a Y in the chat if you hear me say this. This might not be a traditional job, but it's a job. So when I get people complaining because every time I'm either talking about the circus or I'm trying to do something new to reinvent, myself, my creativity, this, that, and the third, somebody got something to say. Understand this. I'm not asking you to quit your job. Don't ask me to quit mine. Because first and foremost, I'm not going to. I'm not going to be struggling, especially with somebody like Donald Trump in office. They're not for middle class or poor people. You have to fend for yourself. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not robbing or stealing from nobody. And I'm not going to allow anybody to harass me, intimidate me, troll me, or anything like that, because I'm up here getting money to survive. That's as simple as that. I don't come to your job and say, I don't like this job and I don't want you working here. You could work at Walmart and I may have bought some chips and they were steel, and maybe it was a couple of times I bought some stuff out of there and it was steel. But I'm not coming to your job saying, well, I don't like Walmart. I'm not buying stuff out of there. So, you know, you need to quit your job, because a couple of times that I was in Walmart, they gave me some stale stuff. No, I'm not doing that, because I know that you have a family to feed. It's not about me at the end of the day, because I see a lot of people come in here and they leave comments of the cease and desist message, you know, not saying it to me, but sometimes they do say it to me, like, why are you still reporting on this content, or why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? But they have to understand I'm doing it because this is my job. This is my job. And I'm not telling you what to do at your job, so don't tell me what to do at my job. So anyways, getting into Queenopp, I respect her for trying to get out there and get some money. But I don't think that that's safe for a little girl, a toddler in a stroller, to be on the side of the road where somebody could snatch her and her child and take her somewhere and never see her again, trying to sell candy to get money. I don't think that that's a smart thing to do. It really isn't. I honestly don't think that it is. It's crazy. Now we're gonna get into, I don't know why. I don't know if you guys know this, because a lot of you guys are driving past the writing down subscribers' names. You're not even coming into the chat to even holler at me. And for the support, the very little supporters that have done that, shout out to you. You guys are dope. And it goes to show who's real out here in the field. And it's, you know, it's like I said, it's not even about the numbers. It's just, you know, it's God showing me like who's there and who's not. You know what I'm saying? And I just appreciate everyone who's coming into that live. They don't understand the vision. They ain't got to, but they're just coming in saying, I'm coming through just to say, you know, how you doing, SL Davis, and keeping it moving. You know what I'm saying? And I respect you for that, because trust me, if it's not the circus content up, when I don't see some of these faces that are my supporters in the live just saying hi and just leaving, because you're not obligated to stay in that content, because you didn't subscribe to me looking at that content. So I don't expect you to stay in there with me. But I'm just saying, it's funny because I'm saying, wow, they see the video up, but they're literally like driving past it, like they're in their car, and they're looking at me from the window driving past, like, oh, there goes SL Davis. And I'm not into that, so I'm bouncing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna stop and say hello. You know, and it only takes a second to come through and say hi and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Like I said, I'm gonna gag. This is for the 1%ers. But I'm going to gag a lot of people with the changes that are about to happen on my channel. And I'm going to stop giving people the game. You know, I could easily give you the game right now, but no. I've given enough of the game in my lifetime, and now it's going to be, I'm retiring, giving the game. The game is supposed to be sold, not told. I'm going back to the rules to the game, which it is supposed to be sold, not told. So we're going to keep it like back. We're gonna bring it back to where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be sold, not told. Take a moment and show to the live stream. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Diva. She can't come back from that, SL Davis. Well, yeah, she sure can't, but we're not talking about her and Michelle and what she did to Michelle. I'm talking about her putting up commentary, a vlog about her mental health and her daughter having some, you know, challenges, you know, a few delays, and it's probably because of her ears. She's not talking and doing stuff that a child her age should be doing. She's sharing this with the public, being vulnerable. So this is what we're talking about. So I'm not staying stuck on yesterday's news, because nobody is above life's classroom. I know I'm certainly not. And people have given me chances, and I've messed up a lot of times in my life. And people have given me chances again. So, you know, I would think that, you know, if a person has a heart and they're not being bitter, that they would forgive her as well. So, you know, she can get on a live and cuss me out like Shamar does right today. She could even block me when she sees that message I left her, Queenopp. But that's not going to hurt me. She's not blocking me. She's blocking her blessings. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. Happy Saturday, Diva. How are you, sweetie? Happy Saturday. Toby's in the building. Hey, sis. Happy Saturday. It's rather sit here and talk about Alvo all day. Alvo ain't saying nothing either. I don't see him out here on the side of the road trying to sell candy. All he trying to do is sell people a dream. That's all Alvo's trying to do. People are supposed to be so sick of Alvo, but the numbers don't lie. People are sick of him, but I don't understand how sick people are of him, because low key, I'm quite sure there's a lot of people with troll pages, and they might not, or maybe they're not even in the comment section for you to identify who's who in the zoo, but they're definitely watching them. For someone that can't stand Alvo, he's sure enough got an audience. You know what I'm saying? So, I at the end of the day, I have to remember I'm an adult. I'm not a follower. I'm a leader. And I can't sit there and sign in with a group. I stay in my own lane. I'm not on your side, their side. I'm on the right side. I'm on the right team. And the only team I'm on, is being neutral. Period. It shouldn't. We're too grown to have teams, unless it's something positive you're rocking with. Like being a support system to people, like my mods and are to me right now. I've been leaning on them. They've been over here holding me down, and I really, people might get tired of hearing every time I go live. I'm always like, my mods this, my mods that. You're gonna hear it. If you don't like it, that's too bad. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you'd be talked about too if you was doing what is considered the little things that make a difference in the world. Small little things that my mods have done to show me their loyalty to me, and I'm always gonna thank them for doing that. Because, like I keep telling y'all, and you think maybe I'm just saying it because it sounds good, but without the community that I have built, and my mods, which they're my supporters too, I am nothing. That's what you guys got to start showing everybody, equally speaking. That's including Alvo, 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛, Shamar, whoever you listen to in the circus. They're not above life's classroom. They treat you with respect. You treat them with respect. You support them. They support you. Because without you guys, we are nothing. I said, so she turned into the ATL version of Water Boys, but with candy. Wow, that's crazy. All the flexing she did. Yeah, but you know what? Let me just say this to you, Ivan. And I could be wrong. Maybe she has to prove me wrong. Maybe she's on like a lot of people. See, I like to see people flex when they're at rock bottom. Be who you are. You know what I'm saying? But she's not flexing now. She's, like you said, the water boy, but she's just selling candy. I hope that if she does end up monetizing her life experience that she's going through right now, I hope that when she does see that money, it doesn't go to her head, because then ultimately we then created a bigger monster. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I hope she doesn't see that money and it change her, because when she was on Big Go, she was entertaining before she started doing stuff to Shelly, and then it just got real ugly when she started getting that money. And then when she started figuring out how she could put Michelle to work by doing the stuff she was doing, Michelle, it just got really ugly. That money changes people, I'm telling you. And it changed Queenopp into a demon. She was on demon time. You know what I'm saying? And she was doing all that stuff, and she was doing it because she was trying to get that money. And that's really crazy how she was doing, that to a human. We should never forget what happened, but we can always forgive. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that we can do. You know, is forgive her. You never forget, but you can always forgive. As simple as that. But yeah, so we're gonna get into Alvo. This is a hot mess. Shout out to my peoples who sent me the stuff that's going on in the community. Especially my mods who've been the closest to me, because I'm going through this transition right now in my life on my channel. And so they know that I'm not really actively in the middle of all of what's going on in the circus with Shamar and Alvo, and then Alvo fighting with 𝗡𝗘𝗫𝗧. They know it because they're around me more than anybody. You know, only thing that they're not in the flesh around me, but they're around me more hours of the day than anybody. So they know, oh, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get this information over to SL Davis, because I know she ain't really been on the set. I love y'all for that. My mod's been holding me down with sending me the information, and supporters. It says, I haven't shopped at Walmart in 15 years. Same with McDonald's and many fast food joints. My point, right? My point being is, no one's gonna criticize me working here and talking about the circus until I end up, I'm not saying I'm gonna stop talking about the circus, but we're gonna start adding more commentary on different entities and also worldwide events that are going on in life outside of social media. You know what I'm saying? That's what my point is. And I'm not going to allow anyone to tell me how to do my job. And I'm also not going to quit my job or quit what I'm doing just because of a small group of people feel as though I need to stop talking about the circus. No, the circus will still be talked about until I find a new job. I'm not going to tell you to quit your job because I don't like the job you're doing. So don't tell me to quit my job because you don't like the job that I'm doing. Because I don't have a traditional job, but it's a job. And it pays the bills and it keeps me, afloat. I'm out here robbing and stealing from people. So it shouldn't be an issue. Thank you everyone for supporting her channel. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way into the live. I like Queenopp. She tries so hard. She just needs to find a safer spot to hustle. I know it. That's crazy, Toby. And then not to be doing that, especially if you're gonna do it by yourself. Don't have your kid out there doing that. That's like diabolical. My God. You said Ivan Jr. Every blue moon, I gotta get me some McDonald's. Every blue moon, I get me some McDonald's and I get me some Burger King. But I cook a lot, so I don't want to get. Let's not get sidetracked to fast food. But talking about food, when I got my nails and my feet done today, I get them done every 2 weeks. I went and got me some Dominican food, honey. I got me some Dominican stew goat. I got me, and y'all don't judge me. I got some stewed pork, with the bone in. I got me some pig feet, the way they cook it Dominican style, with the sauce and red sauce and everything. And what else did I get? Is another meat. Oh, I got some chicharron. I always get a piece of chicharron. They chop it up and they give you the lime slices and everything. And then I got a side of rice with some Dominican style boneless chicken. It's boneless, skinless chicken with the onions and green peppers and everything, and it has the sauce in it. I had that. So whatever we don't eat, I'll end up freezing the rest of it. And you instead of having chips and all that junk food, you can just take out however I freeze it, take it out and warm it up, and have yourself a lunch. It'll be leftovers for a lunch or even like a dinner. You don't feel like cooking, take the rest of that stuff out and make it and warm it up for dinner. I'm not familiar with Queenopp, but happy to find out more about her. Yes, love Erica P. Definitely. As long as she's willing to, come up here and not get too crazy with it. Even if she does, I always edit these videos anyways if it gets insanely crazy. But it says the way she abused and mistreats Shelly, and she let Danny do that. Also, I don't feel no empathy for the chick. Karma will spin the block, and the soul in my thoughts. And I respect that. I'm not mad at no one feeling a certain way about what she did and not feeling no empathy for. You have every right to feel that way. Make sure y'all hit that like button. And hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Yeah, guys, I had to get that because that was ice cream. I did not want that to melt. Summertime. So I got me a couple of Friendly's ice cream. I like the gallon pints. No, I said pints. The gallon, 1 point whatever gallon. So I had bought me 2 different flavors. I got the banana split one, and I want to say I got the maple walnut, I think, because I usually get the chocolate chip. I like Friendly's ice cream because it tastes like homemade ice cream that you would make from home to me. That's just my opinion. I'm always talking about food. I never heard of her until Miss Davis started talking about her. See what I'm saying? And see, it's so weird that you said that, Cutie Pie, because a lot of people I would think would know her, but no, they don't. And like I said, and I don't know if you guys heard me at the beginning of the video, but I made sure that I made it clear that this was for my Queenopp subscribers, because when it dawned on me how long it's been since Queenopp had did any content on social media, I felt bad for the audience that subscribed to me. But then again, I had to check myself saying, why would you feel bad? Because it's not your fault that she stopped doing content and you couldn't do content anymore. It went to a standstill for everybody. You could do content, and listen, a lot of people, a good commentator can do content from stuff that happened from 5 years ago, but you have to have a solid commentary, you know what I'm saying, outline of what is the reasoning for bringing this up to your audience. Because every year you always hear, like even in Black history, you always hear somebody doing research on, say, Martin Luther King, and they revise stuff on him or any activist. I'm just using him as an example. And they might discover a couple of new things, and then they tell you what you may already know about that person. Like say a Black activist or something, Malcolm X or something like that, for another example, and then a discovery that they found out about that person. Okay, Farrakhan, whoever. I'm just saying for an example, JFK, the president. But I'm saying, that's commentary. It doesn't always have to be that you can't do commentary and then dig up some stuff that's all over social media that maybe you saw it, but doesn't mean just because you saw it, everybody and their mama saw it. You just had a lot of time on your hands. You saw everything because you see everything. Some people have jobs and lives. They don't have time to be sitting around knowing about everything that's being posted online with these individuals. Play it. When I was hospitalized from MCDs at 20, I will never again rather drink water. It says, hey, Essa, I haven't seen you in a while. Please come. Yeah, I'm coming back. That's funny you brought that up. I don't know. I've been talking all over the place, guys. But I may have said it at the beginning of this live. I can't remember. But because 𝗪𝗛𝗧 just said what she just said, I'm going to repeat it. I think I did say it at the beginning, but a lot of you may not have been in here. Tomorrow's my Monday. I'm back to my regular scheduled programming. Yes, haters, I'm back. I'm just saying it to 1%ers. You know, the haters the haters that are in the bushes. And when I say the bush people, I'm not saying that the people that are in the bushes are haters, because I'm a bush watcher too. I go into all of these people's lives. I go into 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛's live. I go into Alvo's live, and I go into Shamar's live. Now, do I go in their lives and interact in the comments? No, but I'm participating just like everybody else. I just choose not to be seen, and not only that, I don't want to be seen, and I don't want to have a conversation with the chat. Or even if I have a question in my mind, you know, or something I want to know, I don't feel as though even then that I want to put it in the chat. I feel like I want to watch this live stream without you in my business, that I'm, you know, in this live. I'm in my lane, minding my business over here. You don't need to know that I'm watching this live. So I stay pretty much in the bushes, and I'm not a hater. And I'm not going to let nobody tell me that I am a hater. So I just want the bush people to know I am not, you know, like disrespecting you. And I don't think that you are my haters just because you're in the bushes. Some people don't get into all that, you know, wanting to talk and, you know, be social butterflies. And there's nothing wrong with that. You hear me? There's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, it's crazy. Hey, Nicole says, hey, everyone. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button if you're in here sucking up the information. Hit the like button, please. I promise you I'll tell you a lie. Like Alvo, no, that ain't gonna never happen. That's called selling out at its finest. And it ain't happening. So we're gonna definitely go over to this ninja's channel in a second. So y'all can woo, child. I hope they all don't go to jail trying to tell on each other. What y'all think is gonna happen? This is some crazy foolishness. Let me pull that up now. Let's pull it up now. This is some crazy mess. I think that Alvo knows that his supporters are not giving him money anymore for the nonsense. And he's doing whatever he needs to do so he can have his canteen money ready, honey. So that's where they're at with that. That is where they're at with that. So let me get over here to Alvo. This bozo. Yeah, but we're back to our regular scheduled programming. I will definitely still be doing my second content, writing down subscriber's name, my vision, whether it looks crazy or not. I'm starting to like it though, because the first hour I was live doing that, which really nobody comes in there yet because the algorithm's not recommending it yet. So it's about timing, time, patience, consistency. That's all I'm on right now. I'm not on nothing else but just the weight gain. You feel what I'm saying? Like at the registry. But yeah, now I can sit in there and I'm just like, I found things I can do while I'm on live to keep myself occupied. And those are things that I do when I'm not on live and, you know, or doing pre-recorded videos or editing stuff for you guys. I'm doing this stuff. And I'm able to stay right in there and stay as long as I want. I'm going to start doing long hours in there. And all y'all got to do is peek your head in and say, what's up, and keep it moving. Y'all ain't got to sit in there for no 6 hours with me. Just hit the like button and just keep it moving. Just hit the like button like if you're in one of these videos right here. This goes for my supporters too, not just my mods. Got to all work together. Okay, so Tommy groomed me. Oh, Lord, I didn't see this one here. I was going to the one, Tommy, you going to jail. Let's see this one first. I didn't know he got Tommy groomed me and used Shamar. Now remember when he put up the other one, but I'm not looking for that video because there ain't no telling. Dude's crazy.
This is my ID since 2023. Tommy got my ID, y'all. Y'all see that? Nah, he told y'all I sent an ID to his house. Tommy is a liar. I never sent no ID to Tommy's house, y'all. This is my ID right here, y'all. This is my updated ID. Y'all see what it say? Expires 2029. This is my updated ID that I got right now, y'all. Y'all see? A whole different address. It's not even the address Tommy have. Y'all see the pictures? They totally different. Tommy is a liar, bro. Tommy literally stole my identification, bro. I don't care what y'all say.
Tommy is a liar, but you're not, Alvo? Make it make sense, bro.
I don't care how, bro. We gonna read, let's read. But you weird. Like, why is you stealing my documentation? Like, that is so weird, bro. You literally stealing my identity. And he's my son. Oh yeah, Tommy, you took me to the DDS 3 years ago. You allowed me to use your address as an update for my ID. Tommy, I literally went and updated when I left your house, Tommy, I updated my ID to a whole new address. My address literally been changed for years. It's been the same on file, Tommy. So that means when I left your house, you ordered an ID in my name and you ordered a birth certificate in my name because you already posted my social security. You already stole my social security card. So now you have all my identification and you've been having my shit for years, for 3 years. And my ID update been changed. And as y'all see, the ID I just showed y'all, that's a new ID. That ain't no old ID. That's a new ID. Whole different address and everything. Tommy, you're weird. Tommy, you're going to jail. You're going to jail, buddy. And yeah, and he ordered stuff in my name. Like, Tommy, you don't understand. You're going to jail. Like, I kid you, no lie. You think that I'm gonna be on? Tommy, you're going to jail. Only thing I need right now is your address. When somebody, and it's somebody that's watching this live that don't like you.
Don't you hate the hearing in somebody's voice, the misery loving company? Alvo, you put yourself where you're about to go. Why does everyone have to go to jail? Put a 1 in the chat. If this is a misery loving company situation, you're going to jail. So now everybody got to go to jail because Alvo's going to jail. Come on, Alvo, you ain't playing fair.
Know if that's gonna send me your address. Tell me, when they send me your address or your daddy address, that's all I need. The police literally told me all I have to do is provide an address and they will pull up on you right now. I kid you, no lie. I swear to God, they'll pull up right now. And on my police, I already even made a police report on you. I couldn't.
So who's gonna pull up to him right now? Because Tommy's in Atlanta, Georgia. You're in Houston, Texas.
Provide an address because I only had your old address, which was McKinnisville. But by the end of the day, somebody, because Messy Dog, all them been on posted your DMs. Messy Dog so messy that he already DM'd me with eyes when I said, what's Tommy daddy address? So by the end of the day, somebody gonna give me your daddy address. When they give me your daddy address, I swear, best believe the police will be on the way. You just committed a felony. That's a federal charge. Ain't no way you should not have my identification. I have not gave you no rights. I never said, Tommy Davis, you can have my identification. I never ever gave you the rights to have my identification. You have my identity. That's my identity. And not only that, you ordering stuff in my name, and you have stuff literally that's in Atlanta in my name right now. And I've been wondering why my credit was bad, why my credit was this and that when I never had nothing on my name. I never had nothing on my name. I was wondering why the fuck my credit so messed up. If I never had nothing on my name, it's because Tommy been getting all this stuff in my name for years, bro. Y'all, no shade. I swear to God, he already got that gray couch in my name. And then that's thing.
You know what's so crazy? Now that he allegedly discovers from Lord knows where that Tommy has his information and it's a new up-to-date ID and this, that, and other. Now is when he could be telling the truth, but how can you believe him? Because Alvo has a habit of starting off with the truth and then he mixes it in with a couple of lies. So you don't know what to believe with him. Because how do you now go on to assuming that because you saw allegedly Tommy with your new ID, up-to-date ID, that he's getting stuff in your name now? If he's using your ID, Alvo, he's putting stuff in your name. So how do you know that that's Tommy he's the only one that has your identification and putting stuff in his name, having it sent to his house? What proof, solid proof, do you have that 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛 is frauding you and using your identity to get over? Like, what proof are you going to display to us for us to believe what you're saying?
And you know, I broke up with him. So in that fake relationship, so I don't even know if Tummy paid off the furniture or not. He already had that Rent-A-Center furniture in my name. Then he had went and got an Xfinity account in my name. He keep getting all this stuff in my name, and he finally showed us last night. Tummy was so mad last night that he showed y'all he had my documentation. Tummy, you're going to jail, bro. That's weird. Like, you're crossing the line, bro. You crossed the line, bro. You went too far. You're going to jail. I don't care what nobody say. Tell me you're going to jail. Y'all, it's 224 people in here. Y'all, let's get to 150 likes. I don't care what nobody say. Tell me is going to jail. Alvo, look his name up and see if he have any traffic violations recently. His address will be on there. Tell me is going. I don't care what nobody say. Tell me is going to jail, and he a liar too. And not only that, y'all, tell me is a habitual liar. Let me show y'all. Y'all look at my ID. This is the first ID I had, y'all. Y'all remember Tummy said I used his address? This when I used Tummy's address, y'all, when I first ever came to Atlanta. If y'all believe me, look. Y'all see the picture? Look at me. That's in this in 2022. My ID been changed. My ID been updated since 2023, y'all. Since 2023, my ID been updated. This the ID that Tummy ordered in my name. Now, y'all look. This is my ID that I had since 2023. Hold on. This is my ID since I had since 2023. And the only reason why I can't show y'all the address is because it's my mama, it's my family address. Hold on. It's my family address, so I can't show y'all this one. But look, y'all see the picture? Y'all see the picture? Look at the picture. Look when his ID expired. The ID expired in 2029. That's how you know this is an updated ID. This is the updated Georgia ID. Tummy stole my identification, bro. He literally stole my identification. Tummy stole my identification. It's not cool, bro. I'm not going for it. He said
he stole your identification like you allegedly stole Shamar's money. And then when you thought that you took enough, in my opinion, you got missing, Alvo.
It don't matter. He's still going to jail. Tummy stole my. You cannot do that. That's against the law. That's a federal charge. I never gave Tummy permission to order an ID in my name. I never need Tummy to order ID because I already had my ID. So why would I need Tummy to order ID? I never needed Tummy to order a birth certificate for me because my mother has my birth certificate. I never needed Tummy to have my Social Security because I don't have my Social Security because I couldn't find my Social Security when I left. Tummy told me that my Social Security card was never at his house. I had my ID with me, just not my Social Security because I couldn't find my Social Security card. So now this whole time, Tummy been having my Social Security card and he ordered an ID in my name, bro. Literally. He literally reordered an ID and he got my Social Security card and he got my birth certificate. That is wow. Like, I don't care what nobody say. That's just overly wild. Like, Tummy, that's just overly wild, bro. Like, it's overly wild for me. It's overly wild. And not only that, y'all, I thought his supporters was gonna be delusional. His supporters said, I don't mean no harm, but Tummy, if you go back to begging on here, you will lose all your supports. We like watching you, but please don't get it twisted. I would not be paying nobody to watch their live, especially when we know you making anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000 a month. That's your support right there. There's your support. That's your support right there on your live. That's not, so why worry about those who don't? All of this is getting old anyways. You keep threatening us about posting your CashApp or not going live or doing members only. If that's what you feel the need to do, then do it, baby. We like and love you a lot, but we not kissing nobody's ass for you to go live. You acting like Alvo now. Like I said, all of this getting old anyway. They said, Tummy, please stop it. They said, Tummy, please stop this. You are definitely not going to make a members only live. So it's just like, Tummy, you're weird. You wanted to get on live. You want to start begging because you want to where he finna go live right now. He said Alvo wants y'all to feel sad for him. Hey, Tommy, I'm glad you watching, Tommy. Tommy, you are obsessed with me, bro.
Oh boy,
Like,
bye.
all jokes aside, all reads aside, Tommy, you is obsessed with me. Tommy, I never liked you. Bro, I never liked you. Dude, Tommy, since you watching this, listen to me. I literally was living with my gay dad.
See, a lot of people will be chiming in that Tommy's obsessed with Alvo, but I don't think that's what it is at all. Tommy is getting to a bag. And that's what people are not getting to. And that's because you're not in this line of work. And you shouldn't get it. This is not your line of work. I'm probably never gonna know like what you do for a living. I probably might not get that. Everyone has to go through training to figure it out. Okay, to learn the job. I'm not saying Tommy did not fall for Alvo at that time, but I really think that he's doing what he needs to do. He's playing his position. There's some acting going on, and he's monetizing his past experiences with Alvo. He's doing what Alvo does to everybody. So what makes Tommy any different than Alvo?
Dad, I had to use my body for a place
Using
to stay.
and
You
abusing.
literally told me that we can get in a fake relationship, that you can get me to 10K, that you want the 100K. As soon as I get to your house, you try to do the same exact thing what I was going through. Tommy, that is called grooming. You wanted me to fall in love with you. Tommy, I never fell in love with you. If I fell in love with you, I'd be real and be like, yeah, I fell in love with Tommy. Yeah, Tommy, if I fell in love with you, I would still be with you to this day. I never liked you a day in my life. Not only that, you have my identity. Boy, you're going to jail. You are so obsessed with me.
Oh,
you are
please.
obsessed with me. Like, it's so, oh my God. And you said my teeth are so yellow. You said
They
I'm
are.
so ugly. You said I'm so sick. I'm so this, I'm so that. But you are obsessed with me. You literally stole my identity, bro. Literally stole my identity. And all these people just think that you're the victim. You are weird. Like, you weird. And did exactly what the fuck you was going through.
Oh, here he goes.
This, I swear.
But I promise you, I'm good. I'm not.
Tell me, how you gonna come back Monday? You just put it on your son. Tell me, do you love your son? You just said you put it on your son that you ain't going live until Tuesday. You just put it on your son. You said on everything I love with my son, I ain't going back live Tuesday. Now you might go live Monday. Tell me you don't love your son. You just proved it right then and there.
Coming back today.
You only love him when it's convenient.
Sunday, I would not be here.
He said he loved his son so much, but then he just lied on his son's name. A person that easily puts something on their son and go against it that fast, y'all believe him? He just said on his son he ain't going back live to Tuesday, but now he come back Monday.
They got what they asked for. They got what they asked for. They got what they asked for. So I hope y'all have fun.
See, Alvo's trying to stay afloat. He's now mimicking what other content creators do. They take 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛's content, and if Tommy says something that we think that you guys may have missed, or even if you didn't miss it, we do commentary to it. Now all of a sudden Alvo's doing commentary to my channel, to 𝗪𝗪𝗧𝗖𝗛's channel, to Shamar's channel. Come on, bro. Reinvent yourself. Maybe when they sit you down, you'll come, to reality and fix your life.
And let me go ahead and block her because she's so fake.
Trying to fuck with me. Y'all got what y'all asked for. So watch stuff and gag y'all bitches. And
they know who watch me. They know who I like. They know who I engage with. So for her to sit here and say, nobody on Tommy Live won, but people they don't know, and mods, I'm telling y'all, Tommy ain't never gave no giveaway. Tommy kept that money and gave it to his mods. And he literally sat here and told y'all.
yeah, so like I was saying.
And Var is a scammer.
Yeah, I'm not going to keep putting up all his cussing. I want to see something, though. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because I think one thing I'm never going to stop talking about and being very transparent on with you guys is I just don't, the nerve of anybody on their platforms cussing and carrying on like that and thinking that they're not going to one day wake up and their channel be gone. I just don't, the nerve of people just up here like this is their platform and they could do whatever they want to do. No, you can't. You really can't. And some of my mods, and if you're one of the mods that gave me the video to Lynn, y'all heard me say it up on the live. The whole channel got taken down putting up Lynn's content and wasn't editing it. It wasn't even the content creator who was cussing. It was a video with Lynn, Star Lynn cussing, and they never edited the video, and the whole channel got taken down. It's not worth it. Especially if that's your livelihood. If you come from a place of begging, why would you be up on your platform being reckless? That could be Alvo's mother who got stuff in his name. Right, exactly, Nicole. Exactly. So let's go to the other one that he put up that I did not see until we got up here today, looking for the one that I did see yesterday, which was the Tommy, you going to jail. All right. Hold on. Look at how he lies. This is another thing that gets me, don't get me with him. Why are you telling people you don't have your furniture? But you have it. You have it. Ugh. Dude's a weirdo. Attention deficit.
I'm not playing no more. I'm not playing no more, bro. I'm not playing. I'm not playing no more, y'all. Run the live up. Run this live up, y'all. I'm not playing no more, bro. I am not playing no more. I'm not playing with the girls. I want to be a comedian, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna commit. I want to be a comedian, so I'm gonna commit. Okay?
He ain't funny.
I want to be a comedian, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna commit. Who are these people? These people not finna keep
exactly,
on,
Ivan.
They gonna keep bullying me on the internet. Hey, I serve. My name is King, and I'm from the future. Tommy told me Alvo to give him advice. Well, I came to give Tommy advice. He said Alvo give Tommy.
Nicole, he lied. He just said that to get an audience running into his chat to see the missing furniture that was never missing. Alvo was a liar.
Give my son some advice. You should be. Oop, I'm swagging. I'm surfing. Can we get to 100 likes? Can we get to 100 likes? Can we get to 100 likes? I am King from the future. You told me to give your son some advice, Tommy. Well, I'm here to give your son some advice. Okay? Period. Shamar, clock it. In Shamar we trust. Before I start this live, y'all, my name is King. I'm from the future. And before I start this live, I want to start with my little prayer. In Shamar we trust. In Shamar we trust. I pray that your hip will never bust. Your hip gon' lean, your hip never clean, but your hip the reason why I get to live. Shamar, your hip is truly blessed. I love your hip, and hip I trust. Hippopotamus. Anyways, before I start this live, it's 211 people watching, y'all. Let's go ahead and get these likes up. It don't matter. Yo, man, it be like, ooh, little Tommy, throw it back. I'm okay. Ask your man, is he okay? You Harriet Tubman looking mother. Ooh, girl, you about to be lucky I'm making money. They already trying to get rid of him. They already trying to get rid of me. You Harriet Tubman looking bitch. You Rosa Parks looking nasty fat bitch. You just mad because I'm paid. Run it up. Run it up.
He's so paid, but he's begging every day. How are you so paid? I hope you're trying to mimic Tommy the Gossip and not yourself, because you're definitely begging every day, Alvo.
Run it up. They mad, y'all. They mad. Run it up. Tommy, why is you screaming for? You must be the one that's mad. Why I be mad? Because I talk loud. And what about it? Who gonna do me something? I talk loud. What about it? Run it up. Give me to 100 likes. Because the girls is mad. The girls is mad tonight. The girls are mad. I am king and I am from the future. A power bottom. Power up. You hairy Tubman looking bitch. You mad at me because you look like on it, Alvo?
And that's another thing. Where did he get this hookah thing from? Tommy the Gossip, the same person that he's dragging his name. Well, why are you all of a sudden in your lives with a hookah? Because you got that from Tommy the Gossip. You need to reinvent yourself. You really do, Alvo. You look a hot mess. You don't like Tommy the Gossip. You don't like anything he stands for, but you're up here in a live copycat and everything this dude does. Diabolical.
Y'all think I wanted him? Alvo? I want money, bitch.
Yeah, I had to turn that off, you know, because he's just a weirdo. He ain't gonna be sitting up there cussing because, you know, he do too much. He do too much, man. You know, he needs, I don't honestly think that he's gonna turn himself in, but if somebody like Messy Dog gets his hands on his address, because obviously Messy Dog does not have the address, because if that was the case, he would have been sent the cops there on Alvo. But yeah, he's gonna definitely, somebody's gonna end up getting his address and they're gonna end up sending the police over there. Trust me. And it's just gonna be worse for Alvo if they have to go get him. Like if the Houston police, you know, go to the house, they see he has a warrant, they're gonna detain him. Then he's gonna have to behave back to Georgia. Yeah, and that's gonna be more charges on him, which equal more time. See, Georgia's laws, they don't play. They don't play, and he's having a field day with this. But they're gonna rock him to sleep. I guarantee you. He's not taking this serious. He's not taking this shit serious at all. You know, like the old saying goes, laugh now, cry later. Laugh now, cry later. And it's just really crazy how this dude is taking this all for a joke. It really is. You're right, SL. Nothing funny he does. Nothing he does is funny. He's a clown. All you're seeing is a desperate young man trying to stay afloat. His parents failed him. I always say that, Natanya, when I see people like Alvo, I say, man, I don't know what your parents did as fathers raising you, but they definitely bad parenting skills, honey. Yeah, I mean, he admits it himself where the behavior comes from. So it's not like we're just giving our opinions. I mean, they are just opinions. But I agree with you, Natanya. It's bad. His parents failed him. Some bad parenting skills. See, there he goes using Shamar's name, but then claim he got his own fame. Right, exactly. Yep, he said he's been noticed fraudulent activity and was wondering, no, same person isn't going to immediately address the fraudulent. Exactly. A person with common sense would address that issue soon as they notice fraudulent activity. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was adding more to the story. Oh, Tommy got my ID, and I did notice there was some stuff done on my account, and it was Tommy that did it. Now all of a sudden it was Tommy that did it because we got your ID. Boy, if you don't go sit down somewhere in the corner, it's crazy. But let me see something. Can we all hit the like button? Hit the like button now. Hit that like button. Let's get them likes up if you don't mind. And what am I about to do? Yeah, so listen, I'm about to get off. And I would appreciate if y'all could just do me a favor and go over to my live and hit the like button. Even if you don't join the live, hit the like button and leave a comment in the chat. That is still available for you guys. But until the live stream plays, the comment section won't be available until the live is over. You can also leave a comment after the live if you don't mind. Here is the link. Let me pin it. This is the link right here, guys. If you guys could go over to this, you can click on the link from the chat, redirect yourself, and just hit the like button if you don't mind. And leave hey, or even if you don't feel comfortable, especially if you're a person that be in the bushes, you might not feel comfortable saying hey in the chat of that live that's going out at 6 p.m. But if y'all could do that for me, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to get off for now. Our regular scheduled program will start tomorrow, Sunday, which will be our Monday. And I'll be back up here putting in the work. Okay, so love y'all, stay blessed, and I'm out. And here's the link right here, guys. As a matter of fact, let me pin it. I'm gonna pin it while I'm on here with you. That's what I'm gonna do before I get off. All right. Look. All right, here it is here. All right, so I pinned it up at the top. All right, love y'all, stay blessed, and I'm out. Bye for now. Mwah.